Okay, so I don't really usually check my recordings that much, but the amount of audio desync and just holy shit. And I don't know when it even happened. I remember the audio being pretty much fine before at some points. Like at the start it's fine, at the end it's fine, so I don't really check that much middle that much, right? Right? That should be fine. Well, I checked the previous 2 episodes and crap, man. The amount of audio desync, and it's like, I don't know, nearly 20 seconds in between what I'm saying and what's actually happening on the screen. It's insane. I don't understand where it's even coming from. Like, if you look at the video, there's no slowdowns or speed ups anywhere. I just don't understand how that's even physically possible for the audio to be so desynced. I'm completely lost. Anyway, yeah, let's talk about the game. Although there's nothing to talk about, I'm just riding a horse. Yeah. Also, I keep trying to figure out the audio micro position again. Every time I start recording, I attach the mic to the stand, I guess I'll call that. And every time it's a little different, so... And I need to remove it because otherwise it's really getting in the way. Like right now it's covered in the screen, like 20% of the screen is basically covered. Ooh, a cutscene. Cool. Thankfully the game isn't in full screen. Get them. Fine. Again, no voice acting.
Impressive. I was taken aback by the size of a stone circle in the southern highlands. This is on a whole different level.
Oh, that guy. I remember you. I had a quest to find you.
Oh, hello. What brings you all here? Have to get a good look at the statue too?
Oh, do you think he is?
Are you Norton by any chance?
Yeah, that's me. Haven't met before. Do you have some business with me?
I finally found you.
Should bring him up to speed.
That sounds like I've caused some unnecessary worry for the people of a settlement.
You should get back right away. Or rather, I'd like to, but I still haven't finished taking all the photographs I need. Would you mind waiting a bit longer while I finish up?
Well, I can't really fault you for being fascinated. It really is impressive. I doubt there's anything like this anywhere else on the continent.
Actually, it might surprise you to know what there is. This isn't the only such statue what I'm aware of. There's a similar statue in Brionia Island, way out of the west, on the west.
Wait, Brionia Island? Isn't that where Group B was sent?
Huh, I had no idea there were more of these around.
No one knows more about the statue on Brionia Island than they do about this one. But I'm currently taking pictures of ruins and ancient statues like this. Taking photographs of this area was the only reason I came to North Highlands.
Guys told me what the people of North refer to the statue as guardian of the region.
Yeah. Old legends say that this statue was here long before our ancestors came from the east. And that they settled in this land only with its permission.
When I saw it, I was immediately reminded of a legend of a great knight.
You know, now that you mention it, I feel like I've heard that name somewhere before.
No doubt. The tale originated during the Dark Ages and spread throughout the Empire. And the land royals with a tide of war, a colossal knight, wreathed in flame, will come forth and to quell the conflict. That's the general gist of it, anyway. What do you mean by that? Well, each region has its own variant of a tale. We'll maintain a knight as the central figure, but like all such tales, its veracity is questionable at best. Well, it's certainly one of the most mysterious legends passed in the Empire.
I see. It does seem like the statue could mesh with that story too. I wonder if it's related somehow. Raiden, you alright? What was that?
Are you okay?
I'll be alright, nothing to worry about. Just suddenly having a heart attack.
Anyway, I've come all the way out here. So, would you mind waiting until I'm done photographing the site? I promise I'll head back to the settlement with you as soon as I'm done.
Okay, so how long did that talking took? I don't know, 4 minutes? Dude, you tell me you couldn't take all those photos you needed in the 4 minutes they spent talking to each other? This is just... Come on. Huh, well, it doesn't seem like wildlife has much of an interest in this area. He should be safe here on his own, even if we head out somewhere else for a while. Agreed. Huh. I wonder... Didn't I have something else to do here? Let's do something else for a while. I just want to double check. Yeah. Okay. Okay, run button. Also run button. Okay, this is what I'm looking for. Let's see, camera and caravan. Okay, the tire says blah blah, ship secured. I conducted lesson about Ribonia for children in settlement. Delivery to blah blah blah. Turn over new leaf. Deliver the pawn grasses, fulfilling the request, hopefully okay. Let what to be exterminated the monster. Secret admirer. It turns out blah blah blah. Why isn't that marked as completed though? Hold up. Completed, reported, expired. Okay, these 3 got circles, which means I reported them. But that means I didn't complete them. Why? Okay, confusing. Yeah, I think caravan is the only thing I'm missing, so I just want to check the map for a second. Ancient quarry. I don't think I need to do anything in there. There's nothing down here, apparently. Anyway, I think that's it, actually. So yeah, I guess I'll just wait for him to finish. Yeah, I shouldn't be with blah blah blah. Start to dance. Wait for him to finish. Alright then, we'll stay here until you finished up.
Okay, I'll try not to keep you waiting for too long.
What if I sit back like this? Lino Nevas waited for Norton to finish his photography. And though he was reluctant to leave after depleting his photo cards, they finally returned to the settlement. Finally returned for a settlement. Oh, he's with me? Isn't that actually a little too heavy?
Phew, we're finally back in the settlement.
Thanks a million for escorting me back here. I really appreciate it. Thanks to you, I was able to photograph a statue to my heart's desire.
I'm just glad that you've made it back safe and sound. Yeah, let's go tell the elder.
There seems to be quite a commotion over there.
What? That's... Oh no, a horrible truck. It broke. Shouldn't Talisa be able to fix it?
It looked like there's been an horrible car accident.
Wait, an accident? I thought it just broke down. But why here?
Isn't that the gentleman we fulfilled a request for this morning?
The very same. That's a settlement doctor, Amr. He couldn't have been the one responsible, could he?
Never mind.
Never mind that. We need to go and take a closer look.
Wait, you're not part of a group. Why would you need to take a closer look? Amr, are you hurt? Okay, I think I just did the... Okay, fuck it.
Guys, I'm alright. Sorry for worrying you.
What's happened here?
I was on my way back from gathering herbs in the mountain forest to the north, when all of a sudden I just lost control of the vehicle.
Why?
Was anyone injured?
I suffered a few bumps and bruises, but other than that, fortunately not. I'm just relieved that I didn't end up hurting anyone.
I'm glad to know your injuries are light, Hammer. Thanks be to the winds and the goddess.
Still, how does one lose control of a vehicle in an area as open and free of obstruction as this?
To be fair, there's a lot of cliffs here, man.
Did you simply lose your concentration for a moment?
No, of course not. I've just been drinking all day and, yeah, I got a little bit of a crack problem. This car is extremely important to all of us here. I wouldn't dream of driving it carelessly. I'm still not sure what caused it. When I was nearing the settlement, the steering wheel started to feel oddly stiff. Fortunately, the brakes were still functional. Otherwise, I dread to think what might have happened.
I see. Alisa?
see.
Alisa, do you think you can work out what went wrong?
Probably. You might say it runs in the family.
You know, if you own a company, it doesn't mean you necessarily know everything about making the stuff what company makes.
How could I forget?
It stands to reason that the scion of a Reinford group would be quite handy in mechanical matters. Even if she does pretend, she wants nothing to do with her family anymore.
Could you mind your own business? What you say, though, it's not it's not as true as it used to be. We have some professional engineers at the Rainford company now who can't even perform basic maintenance work.
Well, standards in higher education must be sleeping.
You can compare it to Zeiss Central Factory in Liberal. The Rainford Group is getting far too big for its own good.
Oh yeah, that's actually a very important place in the Trails of the Sky, by the way. Just an FYI.
All these giant vertically structured divisions, each with their own subdivisions.
It sounds as though becoming the Empire's largest corporate brought its own share of new issues.
So, have you managed to figure out what the problem was? I think so.
Wait, the smoke is not coming out anymore.
It looks like there was a contact failure in the quartz circuits near the engine. That's probably why you suddenly had difficulty steering even though it was just fine before.
Oh, I see.
Do you think you can repair it?
I doubt it. I can diagnose, but I'm not a technician. I think we'll need to call in a professional to fix it. I suppose that means we'll need to ask someone from Zender Gate.
Huh, I'm impressed.
I can see what Thor's Military Academy has more to be proud of than just its famous founder.
Elder One, dead.
I'm sorry it took us so long to get here. I'm relieved to see that Norton made it back safely. Thank you for your assistance.
Oh, no trouble at all. Sounds like you've been able to work out the cause of a problem here. That was all thanks to Alisa.
It was nothing, really.
There's no shame in being proud of your accomplishments.
While I'm glad we've gotten this squared away, we still have something of a problem.
What do you mean?
This is the settlements on the vehicle. Having it out of commission is going to make things pretty inconvenient around here. The sooner we can get it fixed, the better. I see. In that case, is there anything we can do to help? Well, you can be our pack mules for a little bit, but, you know, I don't think you'll like that. Are you sure? This isn't part of your field study, you know.
I would respectfully disagree. You treated us to such great food and showed us such hospitality. I want to do what I can to help. But actually repairing the truck is a bit above my skill level.
Oh, I have a feeling she actually can repair it, and she's just being like, I don't want to bother with shit.
Still, it would be discourteous of us to not at least make an attempt to assist our hosts.
Thanks, everyone. If you insist, we'd be more than grateful for any assistance you can provide. If you could bring out someone who could do the repairs, that would be great. Sounds like the best course of action. Should I head to the Xander Gate and see if I can spare a mechanic? Actually, I have someone else in mind. Someone far more keen than an army technician for things of this sort. Up near Lake Lacrima, in the Northern Highlands, lives an elderly man from the Empire. I'm sure he'll be able to fix the truck for us, if you ask him. True, a hermit could probably have this fixed in no time at all.
A hermit, you say?
Yeah, let's ask a guy who refuses to speak to anybody and lives by his own in the middle of nowhere, instead of asking someone who's probably doing this every day. Obviously. That's a much better idea, guys. Let me just... Yeah, he moved here from Empire a couple of years ago. He's been extremely good to all of us since he's been here.
An old man from Empire has been more reliable than an army technician. It couldn't be. Alisa? So, you want us to go and call this man for you then?
If you'd be so kind. There's no hurry though. If you have other things you need to do, by all means, do those first. Either way, we'll need to clean up a site of accident before anything else. Just handle it as you might if it were a part of your field study. Will do. Okay, everyone, let's finish up anything else we have to do, and then head through the cabin into the lake. Lake Lacrima is in the northern highlands. We'll need to head north to the Guardian statue and due northwest from there.
We should set out on horseback at once.
Okay, completed. Heaven cloth, cool. So I need to help with this, or do we go to the lake immediately? Yo. Blah blah blah, need to go blah 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 blah. Okay, so I guess we go into the lake. Alright, I can do that. Oh damn, I fucking hate summer, it's so hot. Yes. Actually, but my t-shirt, and it's not as sexy as it sounds. And yeah, it's basically already dry. It's ridiculous. It's so freaking hot. I'm sweating like a pig, even when I'm already wet. Oof. Okay, that's gonna take a while to get there. Alright, a little to the right. There we go. Also, it's kind of awkward how every time you reach a little bump, your horse immediately stops at its tracks, or even better yet, almost throws your rider on his back. Like, how insane is that? To be fair, I can't imagine it being too easy to program. Like, if this is how the game was working the whole time, like, why would you ever bother to make it more smooth? Not really the top priority, I assume. Not every game is gonna be Warframe. How I wish it wasn't the case though. Imagine being able to move like in Warframe in here. Just pop on arc ring and boom. Okay, wrong button. And just spam 1 until you get to your destination. That would be so great. Because this is not fun. Just running around in the plains, not really that fun. Mountains, whatever. Yep, see? A bump and I'm immediately stopped in my tracks. Also, that's a damn big monster. Come on, move it.
This monster seems dangerous. Be careful.
Yeah, we can just avoid it. You'll be fine. So I guess that's on the way. I actually thought that's a dead end. That's so weird. Anyway.
Oh, a treasure chest.
Still, I'm kind of curious about what's gonna happen later on. Like, okay, yeah, stop doing that. Are we gonna get access to the whole map? Do they still use a train? Are we gonna be able to move from one place to another by just walking, like in Trails in the Sky? It's actually really cool because in Trails in the Sky you basically had, to some degree, an open world game. But basically the only open world game on the PSP. That is so cool. But yeah, you still only move from one city to another and just... Well, in open world you usually are free to move from one place to another whenever you want. Here you had some limitations. And at some point it just opens up. So I'm wondering if this is gonna work out the same way.
It's so gloomy in here.
Alright. Please be voice acted. I don't want to do it anymore. Oh, I'm gonna bet it's gonna be a dungeon. The atmosphere is really heavy. I'm guessing this is ancient quarry? Sure is. They say it dates all the way back to the Neolithic civilization that was here over 1,000 years ago. There are the same legends that say the Guardian sealed away an evil djinn here. Oh, you keep saying stuff about the djinn. I'm gonna bet we're gonna have to fight that thing.
I do recall over hearing someone back at the settlement mention a djinn.
That sounds a bit unsettling.
Plenty of our folks think so, too. That's the reason most of the people of the Highlands avoid this area. But I can't say it bothers me all that much.
It does seem like a place straight out of old tales and legends, though. There's no one around, and not much reason for us to be here either. What should we do?
Well, if you're curious, by all means, go take a closer look. I've poked around here before, but I never really found anything interesting. Huh, nothing phases you, does it? Alright, I suppose it couldn't hurt to check it out. It doesn't hurt to check it out. You know you have a mission, right? Screw checking it out, I just need to get to the lake. Come on. They probably won't let me go on the horseback, right? Nope, still on the horses.
It appears we've reached the dead end.
There's no one here either, just a stone door, but I don't think even our combined might could budge. It seems like it was a waste of time coming here. I suppose you may be right. Though it does seem like the kind of place an evil spirit might haunt. This whole area, really, it has an eerie vibe I just can't shake.
What? You can sense that sort of thing?
No. That's just the impression I get from looking around. Never mind, Dan.
Okay, that wasn't weird.
What now?
I don't know if it's anything, but I just thought I saw something moving out of the corner of my eye. Same here. Could have been some small animal. Plenty of those around here, no doubt.
It would scarcely surprise me to encounter something less natural in a place like this.
Hey, knock it off. I'm starting to feel kind of creeped out now.
Sorry. Anyway, there's not much we can do here, so let's get going. Where? Cause I thought we're gonna have to go through the quarry to get to the lake. Uh-huh. Okay, there was a map somewhere. I think we gotta consult that. Books. Is that it? Minerals, no. Fishing, chat, character, battle. Active voice, help, no. Items, course, event. Okay, use. Can I zoom? Damn, I can barely see anything. Oh yeah, the lake is actually in a different direction. Up. I guess I should have paid more attention to the dialogue, because I completely ignored it. Like, I say that stuff and it immediately is out of my mind. Yep. So yeah, I didn't need to go here at all. So why was I allowed to go here, unlike with our area? This is weird.
I'm glad to be back here again.
Agreed. I'm certainly in no hurry to return.
Oh, I'm gonna bet we're gonna have to go there again. Could you stop doing that, horse? Seriously. Alright, moving on. Oh, it's water. I was like, wow, that green stuff is really cool looking. But yeah, it's just water. Yeah, when you zoom out a bit, it's much more water-like. But yeah, those trees seriously look bad. That game is definitely showing its age. Oh, it's not that old. I guess there were some games which were older and they still didn't look as bad when it comes to trees. But yeah, Japanese games are not really known for their visual fidelity. I'm trying to think of any kind of game, any Japanese game which just looks really, really good. And I'm like, I don't know. Can't think of any.
Steady.
Yeah. Really drawing a blank here. I don't know, maybe Dark Souls, I guess? But I'm not too familiar with the games themselves. And is it purely Japanese? I don't know. Anyway, point is, Japanese are not really known for that stuff. Also, that's a giant house for a hermit. Wow, this lake is beautiful.
It really is. You can see the sunlight glimmering on the water. The area feels so clean too.
This is Lake Lacrima. The hermit lives in the cabin over there. Damn. Hermit is living like a pimp.
Excellent. We should go see him at once.
Okay, I almost burped. I held it back.
How beautiful. Yeah, breathtaking.
That was weird. Her saying how beautiful, it didn't sound like her.
She's usually more like this. You know? This kind of whiny voice.
How do I... space. Okay, cool.
Let us
Actually,
ride
I'm
on.
curious. Can I go up the stairs on the horse? Hold up. Turn. No. Okay. Oh, I can't. Look at this. Oh, that's a shame. Do I just go and hit... Oh, that's not the door. Look, I can barely see anything, okay? That's kind of a small door. Seems like there's someone inside. I wonder who that might be.
I suppose it must be the man that came to see then.
Yeah, I'll bet he just came back from fishing.
But a hermit, he doesn't seem to want for much.
So, what are you going to do?
After entering the cabin, blah blah blah, and feel stabbing invisible and knock on the door. Excuse me, is anyone home?
It's open, come on in.
Alisa?
Excuse us, man? Can't say I recognize him. Hey, it's good to see you again, sir.
Oh, if it isn't Gaius. Haven't seen you around for, what, half a year now? And Odysseus is here too. Why, I don't think I've seen your face in, must be coming up to 5 years now.
Wait, what?
Could this be? Grandfather, what are you doing here?
Well, I guess that's one way to be introduced, but let me give you a proper welcome. I'm Green Rainford, Alice's favorite granddad. Pleasure to meet you all, Class 7.
Honored to meet you, sir. I'm Rain Schwarzer.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Emma Milstein.
This is Alberia. It's an honor. A promising group of young folks, if ever there was. But you've sure done a lot of growing in the last 5 years, Alisa. You're taller and bigger. It does this old man's heart good to see how easy on the eyes you become.
Granddad? What the hell?
Grandfather, please. Don't forget about me. What have you been doing out here all this time? Back when you disappeared from Roar, I'd never have believed it if someone told me this is where I'd find you. Do you have any idea how worried I've been?
Oh, come now. I sent you a letter a couple times a year, didn't I? And of course, I read all the ones you give to Sharon, too.
Still, have you been here the whole time this past few years?
Just about. I don't stay a year round, though. I spent about half a year traveling around the continent, seeing friends or visiting the Empire.
I see.
Mr. Rainford? Would you mind if I asked you how you know so much about our field study?
He does raise an excellent point.
I don't remember him saying anything about the field study. He did say class 7, so there's that, but... Did he say anything about the field study?
It almost seems as though you were expecting us to pay you a visit. Well, it's just a coincidence. The track broke down when it did. But I admit, ever since Irina told me you were coming to the islands, I figured I'd see you at some point.
You still talk to Mother?
Yes, indeed. Though just the bare minimum. The girl's zeal for her work borders on unhealthy. What did I ever do to turn her into such a workaholic?
Alisa?
Anyway, we're all done with our coffee, so let's head on over to the settlement and have a look at that truck. And just wait outside a bit while I go grab my tools. Oh, actually, I got a few good-sized trout.
Sized trout, sir. S. Whatever.
Can you take them over to the settlement when you go?
Of course. Oh god, that voice is it's hard on my throat.
So that's a former chairman of the Rainford Group. I knew of him by name, but he's far more light-hearted man than I ever could have ever guessed.
Indeed, he seems very easygoing. You could say that when, you can say what you really think. You're not going to hurt my feelings or anything. Everyone loves him because he's all laid back and approachable, but mostly he's just capricious and irresponsible. And then 5 years ago he just...
Alisa?
Never mind. Let's get going. As soon as he's ready, we're heading back to the settlement.
Alright.
Let's wait for him by the garage. Garage.
I think people usually say garage, but more of a British thing is garage. Garage. Is it garage? Good. Fuck. Whatever, man. Guys, should we head back to the settlement?
Hey guys, you're on pretty good terms with my grandfather then.
Something like that. We've only known him for a couple of years, but all of us in the settlement owe him a lot. Myself included.
Ah.
Okay, we're good to go. You mind if I ride in front of you?
Well, I think who is gonna ride with you is pretty obvious.
Grandfather?
You aren't driving?
Nah, the engine's been acting up a bit lately, so I'd rather not. Besides, I'm gonna pass up a chance to get to know my granddaughter's classmates a little better. Mean, right? Got room for one more up there?
I thought he is saying he's gonna ride in the truck with one of the... Okay, whatever. Okay.
Why did he have to pick Rian? You'd better not be giving him any funny ideas. I'm sure this isn't the case. I'd feel a bit more at ease if you focus more on the reins, though.
How's little Sharon doing these days? I heard she recently started working on your dormitory.
That's right. I haven't had too much time to get to know her. I'm just making sure they don't voice act anything, because this seems like a good place to have some voice acting. But she does seem really skilled at what she does.
Oh, she is. Very much so. More importantly, she's a real cutie. She always has that lovely reserve there, and there's a playful side to her, too. I wish she'd sign on as my personal maid. That'd be the life.
Yeah.
But that Emma girl is really nice, too. She's got those glasses, with hair you want to cut to let down. And she's a class-press material to boot. There's a smoldering homeroom hottie if I ever saw one. Come on, you know what, they agree with me.
Well, I can't really say that I disagree with you, but... if you don't mind me asking, could you keep your boner in your pants? Why did you never tell Alyssa what you were here?
Tell me, Rin. What kind of girl do you see her as?
Well, the bitch. I say she's really hard worker in a great many respects.
Oh, I have no doubt of it. She's good-looking, polite, as well-mannered as any noble's daughter, intelligent. And that all comes natural to her. It's not some persona she focuses on herself.
Yeah, I'm amazed at how effortless she makes it all seem. And yet...
She has a habit of trying to resolve everything without relying on anyone else for support. I'm sure it hasn't escaped the notice of a canny young man like yourself.
It does feel like that sometimes, yeah. She's kind of her sense of duty compels her to always see things through. But she always keeps everything bottled up, like she never wants to let on to anyone what she needs help with a problem.
I'm Alyssa, from Roar. It's not like I'm trying to make a big deal out of it or anything. It's just, if everyone knew, it'd make things awkward between us, and I don't want that.
I'm pretty sure those two were voice acted, by the way, so why the hell aren't we voice acted right now? Whatever.
Well, I have a feeling the relationship between her and mother and I caused her to end up that way. Or to be more specific, the conflict between the two of us.
That's why I didn't tell her where I was. But I'll leave it up to her to fill in with the details about that. I'm sure that once the two of you are a bit closer, she'll tell you on her own.
A bit closer? I have a feeling there's a critical misunderstanding going on here.
Oh, is that so? I thought there was a little something going on between you two after seeing your name come up in one of her letters.
Well, we did have that unfortunate accident back at the start of the year, where she just put her boobs in my face, but you know, happens every time. I just can't control it. Women just gravitate toward me. But that's all it was. We eventually got it sorted out, and nothing's really happened since.
An accident, eh? Did you accidentally collide with her on your way to school, causing her to drop the toast she held between her sweet lips? And as the dust cleared, did the two of you find yourselves sprawled on the ground in an unlikely yet heart-racing position?
That's a really oddly specific question, but I don't know what kind of heart-racing position you're... oh.
So, something really did happen, didn't it? Now just tell the gold grin here all about it. I want every last juicy detail.
Hey, could you keep him quiet, please?
Grandfather, please!
Seriously, keep expecting that old fart to sport a boner down there.
Hey, isn't that...
Like, dude, you're right behind me, come on.
Ooh, it's those military
Oh, it's-
academy students.
Yes. Please put some clothes on.
I
You're
wonder
lucky I
what
can't
they're
really
doing
see
all
from
the way
here.
out here. Oh well.
Oh no,
Looks
don't
like
zoom
things are
in.
gonna start getting interesting.
Please put some pants on. This is really creepy. Stop talking in Russian.
Okay, let's get this mission started. Sheesh. Gramps and the others can be so unreasonable sometimes.
Oh, that happened. But seriously, that was really freaking creepy. She looks like she's, I don't know, 8. And she's already sexualized. Fucking Japan. Ugh, this is disgusting. At night, the people of a settlement held a banquet and held a house for us, Gwyn and Norton. Who cares about Norton? Come on. He's just included to make him feel better. Damn it! I was so excited to have some voice acting. Come on.
I don't really know what we'd do without you, Gwyn. Here's to you, my friend. And to you. Come on, Lucken. This booze isn't going to drink itself.
Yes, yes.
Oh, I can hardly believe it. Finding the famous Gwyn Rainford in a sticks like this.
You know him then?
Of course, he sees the only opportunities of a horrible revolution to make Rainford the industrial powerhouse it is today. It's only gotten bigger since his daughter took over.
The Rainford Company was originally an arms manufacturer, making their name on firearms and such. They underwent a massive expansion of their lineup and started working on horrible weapons and the railway projects.
I suppose that's what it must have looked like to the nobility. But the company does business all across the continent, not just domestically. Gwyn has a refreshing international outlook for their Erebonian businessmen.
I see. I knew he was a keen man, but I didn't realize he was that famous.
The real mystery is why someone would walk away from that in the first place. Some people say he got ill and had no choice but to stand down, but look at him now, he's a picture of health. So maybe there's some truth to the old rumor after all.
Oh?
What do you mean?
Just something I heard a long time ago. no real proof of it, and we of Imperial Chronicle aren't in the business of printed baseless accusations.
Alisa? Oof, I think my eyes were bigger than my stomach. I'm going to go out and get a little fresh air, okay? Alright.
Shouldn't you have, like, huge groups of girls going to the bathroom or something? Isn't that how it usually works? Alisa? You ain't gonna tell me to follow her, are you? Please don't tell me that.
Rina, Alisa's going out to get some fresh air. Would you mind going... Oh my god.
I knew it! I saw it coming a mile away!
Yes, I do mind. I want to sit here. Why me? You're a class president and all. You make blah blah blah. No, trust me. I think you're blah blah blah. Well, if you say so, blah blah blah. Yes, let's force some freaking romance onto those two for no freaking reason, just because you have to. I hate it when it's so terribly freaking written. Like, yes, let's write romance and not really have any kind of chemistry or anything. Let's just have them together because let's have them together.
Such an idiot. What am I even doing?
Thanks.
Oh, would you look at that view? Amazing, isn't it, Lisa?
It's so pretty. Come on, you two. We need to get going. We're running behind schedule.
Yeah.
Oh, no, let them have their fun. It's not often you have a day off like this. Why not try and relax a little?
Alisa?
Oh, Lane. Well, what are you doing out here? Did you eat too much?
Yeah.
My mouth
Let's
says
go with
no,
that.
but my stomach's thinking yes. You doing okay? You seem a bit unsteady there.
Nothing like that. I'm just feeling a little out of it. I'm just going to stay out here for a while and get some fresh air. Then I'll be Whoa! Sorry about that.
Oh my god. This is just like how to have table
See?
rating
Did
101.
I tell you? We've been riding all day. I'm not surprised you're feeling tired. Riding a horse really takes it out of you.
Not as much as riding my.
I guess you're right. Why didn't that occur to me before?
Hey, Alisa, look up at the sky.
What's that to the left? Like, you see that? It appears in the frame for like a second.
Wow.
You know, I didn't even notice it last night because we turned in so early. But now that we know, if you're out here to get some air, better to take in the starlight than look at the ground, right?
Yes, let's make some predictable romance for no reason again. It's like, oh, we're having a moment now.
You're right.
And I should have fell for you, boy.
Oh, lying together. Oh, of course.
My father was a technician.
Fucking hell,
8
man.
years ago, he passed away. My family was never really the same after that. Mother was director of the company back then. She focused all of her energy on making the Rhineford group even bigger. She used to treasure our family, but after that, it's like she could barely spare a thought for us.
Oh. She did seem like a talented businesswoman when we met her. Well, more than talented to run the Rhineford group.
What you saw in River Station was just a watered-down version of her normal intensity. We'd be able to have dinner together maybe once every 3 months, and that's being generous. But at least I wasn't alone. Grandfather and Sharon were always there for me.
That's how it was, huh? I guess you've known Sharon for a long time then.
Yeah, my mother hired her about 7 years ago. Being a Rhineford and all, I never had many people I could really call friends when I was young. The nobles looked down on me, of course, but the common people treated me like I was different from them, too. At least with my grandfather and Sharon around, I never felt totally alone.
Sharon is hot. And so is my mom, honestly. And damn. Look at the
Grandfather
mom.
introduced me to all kinds of different hobbies, like horseback riding and playing the violin. Sharon taught me self-defense and archery, and all the high society etiquette expected of a lady.
Wait, she taught her archery?
Meanwhile, my mother kept expanding the company completely against the wishes of my grandfather, the chairman.
I see. Though, hasn't Rhineford always been a big industrial company?
Kind of, yeah. Even back then, they took on projects in all fields, from steel mills to railway construction to guns and tanks. It's not surprising there are people out there who like to call the company a merchant of death. I can't say I completely agree with that side of the company, but I've never felt embarrassed or ashamed about it. But a few years ago, the Rhineford Group finally went too far.
What do you mean?
Those 2 railway guns set up in Gorelia Fortress on the eastern edge of the Empire? You know about those, right?
Yeah, I've heard of them. You're supposed to have the longest range of any orbital cannon in the world.
Well, that wasn't that a thing from the opening? Oh, it was a chilling vision of
I've
things to
only seen their
come.
spec sheets, but the destruction they're capable of is terrifying. Erebonia's still fighting with Calvert over Crossbell, and those guns are capable of targeting any point in Crossbell's state. In
Oh,
just
nuclear
a
weapons,
couple
cool.
hours, they could wipe Crossbell City and its 500,000 citizens off the map.
No way. That's way beyond being a weapon of war. More like an instrument of massacre.
I have become death,
I
destroyer of
couldn't agree more.
worlds.
And neither could my grandfather, who supervised their construction. Even though my mother was the one who signed off on the project, my grandfather regretted it like the decision was his. As he was hesitating over whether to hand them over to the Imperial Army, my mother betrayed him.
What?
She went behind his back and secured the support of all of Rhineford's major shareholders. Everyone from Ruhr's ruling lord Marquis Ragnar to the top brass of the Imperial Army was on her side. In the face of such overwhelming pressure from all sides, my grandfather was forced to capitulate.
Okay, so as far as writing goes and character development, I was like, oh my god, this is so boring, this is so crap, I don't care about this shit. This, I like.
He
is
stepped
cool.
down as chairman, and my mother wasted no time taking his place.
So she's actually justified why she hates her. So it's not really impressive writing, but this is still kind of development I like. She doesn't just hate her because, oh, she was never there, I don't really like her. That would have been boring. Here, she actually disagrees with the decision she made, and she screwed her grandfather. That's good.
That's when my
I like
grandfather
that.
decided to leave the company entirely. And me. I thought I'd at least have Sharon on my side, but she just did whatever my mother told her to do. It's been 5 years since then already.
Oh,
And I became a complete bitch.
I think I get it now. Why she gets under your skin, I mean. It's not so much what your mother did, but how it ended up tearing your family apart.
You teared me apart, Lisa.
Yeah. I couldn't believe my mother would betray her own father. I couldn't believe grandfather would take it without fighting back. I couldn't believe Sharon, who'd always supported me, watched it all happen without a word of protest.
There's like a good way to do. You want your grandfather to shatter the company? Ruin everything he worked to make? Yeah, sure. And Sharon? She's just hired help. Sure, she would have helped, but what exactly can she do?
It
She's
really
just a
drove it
maid.
home to me. How big the Rhineford group was now, and how small I was.
Okay, this is so much better than the romance
I hated
shit.
realizing it had become so large that corporate interests were stronger than family ties. Looking back, I guess that's when I decided I'd leave home and enroll in the academy. Even when I ran, I couldn't go far enough to escape my mother's shadow, or the Rhineford name. Then I come here and find my grandfather happily enjoying a whole new life without a care in the world. When I stepped outside, I was feeling so lost, so frustrated, wondering what I'd been doing all this time. But it's kind of strange, you know? I look up at the stars and it feels like I can escape the gravity of everything.
Okay, now I've been liking it up to this point, but this freaking sentence, and I'm like, I just want to spew it
I'm
out.
finally starting to understand why my grandfather chose to leave it all behind and move out here in the first place.
You really are strong, Elisa. Stronger than you realize.
And I was
You were
spewed.
finally ready to talk about it. About your family and the company and everything. So, maybe you found what you were looking for to move past that, right?
Maybe you're right. But I don't think I would have been able to if I hadn't enrolled at the academy.
It would have been so much better if she
Meeting
lashed it
everyone
out.
in Class 7, the lacrosse club, you, I'm a better person for it. Your support has already made a difference. So, thanks. Thanks for worrying about me. And thanks for reminding me to look up, not down.
Anytime. Though, truth be told, I came to check on you because Emma asked me to. Sorry to ruin the moment.
I thought that might be the case. Oh well, there's always next time. It's kind of strange to hear you tell me I'm strong, because I could say the same thing about you. You always seem to get thrust into the role of leader, someone we can count on to keep us on track.
I guess running errands on all my free days is really helping me buckle down. Still, I feel like I've got a long way to go, especially when I keep running from myself.
Huh?
Remember back in Keldon? I said that I came to the academy to find myself. But sometimes, I wonder if maybe I just wanted to get away. From my family, from myself.
Oh. Do you not
Oh,
get along
no.
well with your family?
Oh no, he's so troubled. I'm totally gonna fall in love with him now.
I do. I'm not their real son, but my parents always loved me like I was. My sister and I, we've had our differences, especially lately, but we still get along pretty well. No, the problem's just with me.
Reen. Still, I suppose the fact you were finally ready to talk about it means that maybe you found what you were looking for to move past that, right? Who'd have thought I'd have the chance to feed you your own good advice so soon? I can't believe you can just say things like that with a straight face. Maybe being on the receiving end every now and then will do you some good.
Alright, you got me. I admit defeat. But yeah, I guess I'm starting to figure things out. In my own way. Maybe enrolling at Thoris was the first thing I'd done right in a long time. I ended up in Class 7. And now, all of us are out here like this, spending time together.
Yeah, I like that. I hope the things we learned during our field studies can help us all make a difference in the world. So... Wait, all of us?
You two were gone so long that we started to get a little worried.
No way! How long have you been listening?
Still, I suppose the fact that you were finally ready to talk about it means that maybe you found what you were looking for to move past that, right?
Stop! Green, he was the one who said it first. I was just repeating it back to him.
Oh, Lisa, there's nothing to be embarrassed about. Honestly, you touched my heart.
To be honest, I can't imagine any of us three actually making fun of her for
Apologize
that.
for eavesdropping on you, but at the same time, I'm kind of glad I did.
How did I end up in the middle of this anyway? Fine, if that's how you want to play it. None of you are getting any sleep until you've shared all your most embarrassing secrets.
What? I don't...
You wish.
Seems like you did well.
Honestly, I feel like she helped me more than I helped her. Guys?
Hmm?
This is a really beautiful place.
Yeah, ain't it?
Every time I say a stupid line, I'm just gonna go.
Ooh, you're moving up in the world. I've got a little reward here for you. Keep up the
Thank you,
good
baby.
work.
Well, that doesn't look pleasant.
Okay, 0.25 200.
Okay, 255 hours? Is that how you say it? Doesn't sound right. Oh, 255, okay.
Shift's almost over. No sign of anything suspicious, or anything at all, really. Why do we even do this every day?
You don't know what point of having a what the point of having a sentry is, right?
Oh, hey, you're early. But come on now, you've got to get where I'm coming from at least a little. I can understand if we were posted near Crossbell, but who's gonna start the war out here in the boondocks?
You never know, right? Perhaps the fact that you never expect it make it the perfect place to start a war. Besides, Lieutenant General Wonder says we need to stay on alert, and he knows the situation better than we do.
Lieutenant General is a great man, yeah. But what are those big shots from the 3rd Armored Division doing stationed in the sub-backward place like this anyway? You think with rumors true? What he got posted here cause he won't help a Blood and Iron Chancellor?
What you say? That kind of idle gossiping is how rumors get wings.
Fine, fine. Such a killjoy. Anyway, you got things covered here. I wanna go get some sleep. Got a few minutes left on my ship, but you're here and hey, who's counting?
Honestly.
Wait, what was that?
What that?
What happened? Did they get shelled? Who had order to attack?
No one, I heard nothing of a sort. Sentry gates need to know about it.
What the?
No way.
Oh look, I totally did not predict something like this happening. No, I did not say this like 2 episodes ago. Yep.
Enemy attack? Oh,
Enemy attack? Where's it coming from?
no!
Oh, adios.
Oh boy. That ain't good. Save. Okay, now you're scaring me. I don't like how there's a save. Something really bad is happening. It's like, hey, you're a military academy kids, right? Yeah, you are kinda gonna have to fight the enemy now. Sorry about that. That was a great meal. I don't think I could eat enough bites. After how much we ate yesterday, I'm surprised we were still able to pack away this much food. Pack away. Well, you're all good growing boys and girls, so eat up.
Reading takes a lot of energy, so I'd say eating like this is normal after a day out in the plains.
Would anyone like more?
I should probably refrain.
If there's any chicken left, we can wrap it in a bamboo and take it with us.
Got my throat.
Who knows, we might need something to gnaw on while we're out there today.
Wait, I thought we were going home today. Okay.
Okay. Let me help too.
I'll pour the leftover tea into some containers for you. Ah, thanks.
You really are so kind.
You're our guests. What kind of host would we be if we didn't treat you as such? Anyway, here's a grand list of tasks you'll be tending to today.
Sheesh, 3 tasks.
Okay, day 2, assign tasks. What? That's it? That's all? Okay. I can do that. I think it couldn't hurt to give you a few than yesterday. Feel free to take advantage of that extra time to do whatever strikes your fancy. Maybe go off the beaten path a bit. Understood.
Thank you again for everything. Huh, you do want to spend some time with your grandfather today, Alyssa? Sounds like you weren't able to spend much time with him yesterday.
Good say that the elders home yesterday, right?
I imagine he ought to be up and about soon.
We have no objections to completing this morning tasks without you if you wish to spend more time with him.
But...
Lycan, are you here?
Elder? Yes, I'm here.
Oh, good morning. Grandfather?
Norton?
Morning everyone.
Sorry to intrude. Judging by the looks on your faces, it seems not all is well.
I'm afraid you're right. We received a word from Zender Gate just a short while ago. They say the Imperial Army watchtower has been attacked.
I knew it. Music changed. What?
It sounds like all it's happened in the middle of the night. And that's not the last of it either.
The Republican Army base has been attacked too. This isn't going to be pretty.
Okay, time to go back. Time to go home, guys. That's what I would do. I'll grab ashes. Actually, I think those are Imperial. I don't think I remember those. Republican Army. Oh, was Allied? Oh, yeah, seems like they're cool. They kind of look like Bobcat.
Have an armored division being sent out as always, I see. I suppose it's only a matter of time before we give out the order to the armored regiments too. Lieutenant General, we've confirmed the death of the two guards. However, three have been sustained several serious injuries, but we've been able to stabilize their condition.
I see. Have a medic see to them the second they arrive.
Yes, sir.
Contact Thundergate. Prepare the 3rd Armored Division for deployment. I want all armored vehicles ready to move before I return.
Okay. I probably should pay attention to the time because I completely forgot what was the previous... when the previous stuff happened. Hey, you sure you don't need us to help?
I appreciate your willingness, but they'll be fine. Here, use the procedures from within the settlement in case of an emergency.
Same goes for you guys. I assume you'll be heading to the Zender Gate to learn more about the current situation from Lieutenant General Vander. Not as a citizen of the North, but as a student of Thor's Military Academy. I will.
Will you be staying here, Grandfather?
Oh, I will. I can use a truck after all. And since I was here anyway, might as well do what I can to get the settlement ready to move.
Alright, please take care of yourself.
Oh, I'm sorry, Elder Lycan. I feel terrible that I can't help you when you need it the most.
You have your own job to do. There's no need to worry about us.
May the blessing, blah blah blah. We will.
We'll make for Center Gate at once.
Indeed, we need to find out as much as we can about what happened.
Okay, Norton? Seriously? I'm temporarily inaccessible. Cool. But I'm a little curious about something. Up. Yep. North. And the access is blocked. Good. Hold up. Second request. Hello. Ask about the monster. Not saying with the seriousness command. Well, it's something quite task. It can't have to know more about it just in case. Based on request blah blah blah, I've seen before, yes, okay, blah 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 blah, made of stone. Sounds remarkably similar to the golems of old tales. Alright. Now they mention it, blah blah blah, still can be similar, that's just bizarre. Got a bad feeling about this. Me too, we should probably that's exactly what I asked if you can head to the southern western of Helen's northern region. Okay. But north is blocked, so I guess we're not doing that yet. Okay, so if I got to guess, we're gonna go to the Zender Gate, do something there, we're gonna come back. That's a really white horse. Oh, for a second I thought that's a unicorn. I'm like, whoa. I didn't know those existed here. Anyway, I guess we're gonna come back after that, and then we're gonna see what's gonna happen.
I'm really sorry to put you guys up to this. You already helped me out more than enough yesterday.
No problem, that's it.
It must be the kind of breaking news every press photographer dreams of being on the scene for.
Still, it bothers me. How is it possible that both the Imperial and Republican bases were attacked at the same time?
Oh. Oh. Hold up, if you were attacked at the same time, how did they miss that?
You think the one attacked first and the other swiftly retaliated?
No time to think about that right now, we need to hurry. We need to get to the Zender Gate as fast as we can.
Right. Well, don't ride too roughly.
Are we just gonna teleport there, or do I need to move?
Yeah.
Yep, move. Alright. I wonder why though. I wonder why though. Usually when the stuff like this happens, like when we were hurt in ship or when we were escorting the photographer, also he looks suspicious. Then look at his face, you just know that guy is shady and up to no good. Yeah, I just... It's like something's going to happen on our way to the gates, is what I think. Okay, yeah, that's the correct way. Hold up. There's a lot of people there. Wonder what's that all about. Well, I don't know what it's about, but...
This situation
Where?
is looking worse by the
Oh.
minute. We need to hurry. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so... I wonder what's gonna happen, really.
Those are armored
If
cars
both
of the Imperial
bases are
Army.
attacked, then...
Damn, this isn't looking good.
Are you just gonna stand there like that? Looks like the Imperial Army's 3rd Armored Division.
It appears we're preparing for deployment.
Thanks, everyone. Let me go see if I can get permission to start taking photographs.
I wonder where Lieutenant General Wonderwood could be. We need to find him so he can tell us what's going on here.
I suspected you might show up.
Hey man, sup? Lieutenant General. Did you have some business to attend to elsewhere, sir?
I thought to conduct another sweep of the area as a precaution. But never mind that now. You came at the perfect time. A freight train bound for Ruhr departs 30 minutes from now. I want you all on board of that train. Finish up your field study as quickly as you can and return to the academy.
What? But sir...
Okay, let's go. Why do you listen to his explanation? Just go to the academy. Stop being stupid.
All things ultimately depend on actions of the Republican Army. Bottom line is what we may be mere hours away from armed conflict with the Coward Republic. I've already informed everyone in the settlement.
Did they not relay a message to you? Visit May.
You can't just turn tail and pretend none of this is happening. Tell in general. We've established which side attacked first. Guys.
What's the central question here?
It's still under investigation. You have my assurance that the Imperial Army did not attack. We did not make a first move, nor we have retaliated. However, Army's watchtower was destroyed, and several guards lost their lives.
You can actually see the watchtower to the left there. It doesn't look ruined to me, but maybe that's just me.
As officer in charge of Thundergate, I have a duty to act.
So there really were fatalities?
Let's presume for the sake of argument that the damage sustained by the Republican Army's base was in fact deliberate sabotage by their own forces. How bad was the damage? Several of their facilities suffered major structural damage. Their losses appear to be at minimum equal to ours. Honestly, I'd estimate them to be far greater.
But if they suffered even more damage than we did?
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm afraid we've long past the point where leisurely discussing our possibilities on an option. I will do all I can to avoid a full-scale war, but be prepared for the possibility of an armed conflict. And I suspect they are as well.
But that just seems so wrong.
If that's your opinion, Lieutenant General, at least allow me the chance to investigate what happened on my own. Well, I kinda like the fact that he is saying that and not Rian. Also, why does Rian and Alyssa look so pissed off?
Gaius? Investigate on your own?
As I'm sure you're aware, I know the Highlands like the back of my hand. And when someone attempts to threaten the peace of my homeland, I won't rest until I've unearthed the truth behind what's happening. You're serious? We'll do everything we can to help you.
I think this falls within the scope of our field study too.
I don't think it does. I think what falls within the scope of your field study is your safety, so you should go back to the academy instead of being stupid. But you know, whatever, that's just me. Fucking stupid kids. No, wait. This is the people of North's problem. There's no reason for you all to stay here and risk getting caught in the crossfire.
A classmate and a friend is staying behind. Isn't that reason enough?
I'm a son of the House of Alberia. I would never disgrace the honor of my family by fleeing in the face of danger.
Besides, it seems like your people have done a lot for my grandfather.
Guys, do you remember what you said to us back at the Helmdar station? Most important thing is what we all come back safe and sound. Everything else is secondary. So you should leave right now, you dumbass!
It appears you've lost this one, Gaius.
Lieutenant General, eh?
It's currently 10:05. I will permit you until 12:30 to conduct your investigation. I will do everything in my power to postpone any potential conflict until at least then.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We haven't a moment to waste.
Should begin by visiting the watchtower that was attacked.
That sounds like a good place to start.
Damn, I was afraid of that. The cutscene is gonna happen.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm getting a little too...
Really, I appreciate
Shit, I don't know if he said anything.
It's no big deal, honestly. I agree with Elisa. We're classmates after all. And more than that, we're friends.
Well, this is clearly of great importance to you.
I know you want to protect your people, but that's not the only reason you're doing this, is it?
You got me. It ties back into why I accepted the Lieutenant General's recommendation and entered the Academy too. I'm sure each of you feels the same about your own homes, but I love this land with all my heart. The wind racing across the highlands, vast mountain peaks, the clear blue of the sky, the breathtaking beauty of the rising sun, the melancholy of the sunset, the twinkling of the stars in the twilight. I love everything about this land of Nord. It's part of who I am.
Wow. Guess it hadn't sunk in how much Nord means to you.
I'm certainly attached to Ruhr, but I can't think of anyone else who would state their love for their homeland so poetically.
If you love it so much, why did you leave it behind? If you truly love Nord, if Nord is such a part of you, what is it that drove you to enroll in a military academy in a foreign land so far away?
I'm not surprised you'd find it strange. To be honest, I'm still not totally sure what compelled me to do it. Back when I was a kid, the Republican Army built a base in the Eastern Plains, and the Imperial Army responded in kind with the Watchtower. It's made me more uneasy with every passing year. Years ago, a traveling priest from the Septian Church taught me all about the history of the continent. One thing that stood out to me was just how many lives have been lost during the conflicts between the major powers. Another major theme was just how profound of an impact the Orbital Revolution had on people's lives. Even the concepts of time and distance have changed so much. In effect, the Orbital Revolution shrunk the world. It made me realize a sad truth, one that kind of scares me even now, that there was no guarantee my homeland could stay at peace forever. That one day, it might be drawn into outsiders' conflicts and be occupied and redistricted into oblivion.
I can't believe you were thinking about such weighty things even as a kid.
So then, you joined the Academy in order to learn more about the outside world that posed a threat to your homeland?
Yeah, something along those lines. When I realized how afraid I was, I knew I couldn't close my eyes. I wanted to do something, anything, to protect this land. As luck would have it, I met the Lieutenant General. He's the one who told me about Thor's military academy. One thing led to another, he offered me a recommendation, and before I knew it, I took him up on his offer. So there I was, green as grass, heading off to study abroad despite having no clue what life in the Empire was like. Thinking back on how it all came together, what you said is probably what I was thinking back then.
Honestly, I've yet to hear a student offer a more galvanizing reason than yours for enrolling at the Academy.
I have to agree. I don't know too many people who love their home so much that they leave it behind to find a way to protect it.
It's not a sentiment I can imagine many Erebonians feeling, that's for sure. But I think I finally understand.
Elisa?
Just an idle thought. But having heard Gaius pour his heart out to us, there's no way we can just walk away from this.
You should have made it to Watchtower like 5 times by now. You've been talking for like half an hour.
Such a warm welcome and treated us like family.
Indeed, I couldn't have asked for more.
Agreed. We'll get to the bottom of what's going on here and stop war from breaking out.
Nord may not be our home, but it's still an important neighbor. I'll do what I can to aid you.
Thanks, all of you. Really.
Yeah, just keep thinking about trails in the sky, and I remember writing on that being so much better than here. Like, there was still pointless dialogue for no other sake on just niceties, but here is so much I would cut. Like, if you were to ask me, I would just cut like half of the things they say. You can see shell damage everywhere, still worse than I'd feared.
We've confirmed casualties too. I didn't think I'd ever have to see anything like this.
As a student at the military academy, things like this are always within the realm of possibility. But I hardly expected my first sight of such devastation to be the spark that ignites war with Calvard.
This may be too much for students like us to handle.
Yeah, we've all been in situations that looked impossible before, haven't we? And every time we've come through, we just have to stay calm and think. I'm sure we can do something here too.
You're right. True, we should focus on doing what we can.
Whatever we decide to do, we need to get a better grasp of the situation. Yeah, let's find who's in charge and get their permission to start an investigation. Damn it, no cuts again.
Oh, I see. If Lieutenant General Wander has given you his permission, I see no reason to refuse.
Thank you.
However, I want to make it clear that armed conflict with Calvert could begin at any moment. We've got our hands full staying on guard for any potential threat from the east. I'll permit you to speak with the soldiers here, but don't get in the way of them doing their duties.
Understood. Okay, let's get started.
I just start by speaking with the soldiers and assessing the damage.
That seems wise.
But we've got enough blah blah blah, we should start piecing together. Okay, let's go. Like those two lines at the end. If you remove them, does it detract from the story at all? I don't think it does.